Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Herbisaurs Decade Challenge, and we are heading into the second quarter of Season 2, and it was not a great start to the year as we end up dropping to 7-11. We're number 4 in the division, 5.5 games back of the hot corners, and a minus 24 run differential, so we're not looking good right now. Last year, we just barely missed the playoffs, and this year it looks like we're not even close. So I have started looking at some options for us to consider to start making some cost-cutting maneuvers. This will allow us to be able to start saving a little bit more money for development of our younger players, because we do have quite a few. And there is one move that I'm going to make right now to start the video. And then I'll talk about some of the other considerations that I'm looking at making. That move that we're going to make today right now is going to be Tig Tantrum being brought in at $3 million to replace Robin Yu. $2 million savings here, and it is a 1-for-1 on chemistry. We get a bad trait to bring in to replace a bad trait. So there's really no bad outcome here. Slightly worse player in Tantrum, definitely worse on the offensive side of things, but faster, stronger arm, and it is a cost-saving maneuver. So let's go ahead and make this one. We go up to 13.5 million in surplus. Let's talk about some of the other players that we might bring in as we kind of see the season progress. First is Marla Moore. This is just a really cheap option to consider in place of Jermaine Reigns. Jermaine's not a good catcher. He has a weaker arm anyways. Just has that tier 3 first pitch Slayer trait. He's been hitting well. And we don't necessarily need to get rid of him, but I could consider doing that. Problem is, we'd have to make this move right now, and as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, this would be a minus competitive move, and that would drop us down to tier 2, which we can't afford doing unless we have an alternative move to go with that. Right now, I'm not ready to do that. So next is Whopper Batsman. He is way underpriced right now at 2.8 million. The problem with him is that I just don't see who I would replace him with, because I don't want to get rid of peak physique just yet. He's still younger, and he's a pretty talented player. Kason Hackett, between these two, is maybe our future first baseman, but he is right now a good DH while peak physique is playing first. The viable first baseman there. He's not really a core piece of this team, but again, I just want to kind of see if we can develop him a bit. Obviously, they're both tense right now. Everyone's struggling on this team, so it doesn't matter. And then the other option is Dig Afordo, which again is a minus competitive move, which I don't want to make right now. Won't really pay off for us, so we're not going to make this move. I don't know if we will end up making this move before we are able to... before Whopper ends up getting taken. So I imagine he's probably gone in the next few games anyways. But Parkerton is a potential cost-saving move here as well, or not potential, but a potential option to consider to replace Rip Dingers. The reason I don't want to do this is because Rip is still young and he has been hitting decently well. So at 26 years old, he could be a piece of this team that we keep around. He doesn't have the traits that really help us out, but he still has good traits that can be productive. So I'm going to wait on making a decision for Rip. We're going to keep him around. Moving down into the outfield, we have Jefe Manzano, which would just be more of a backup move. I don't really think it makes sense for us to make this move at all. I'm fine with the cheaper pieces we have on the team. So we would just leave Jefe for now. But again, a player to spot. Now, Casper Stern is going to be a player we bring in eventually, but just can't do it right now, and that's because he is currently 3.3 million over his asking. We would plan to bring him in to replace Sluggy Boomhauer, and this is truly just to save money. Sluggy has been a very failed experiment for us, so we need to find something different. This would also give us a plus competitive player, which means we do have flexibility to get rid of some of those other competitive players if we feel like we wanted to or needed to. And the last move that I don't want to make, but I might be having to try and take my bias glasses off and decide to do it anyways, is bringing in Hiro Masano, who would be the replacement for Warren Yount. He is having a terrible season. I love this guy so much, but we obviously can't keep spending that money on him, especially when we have our ace in the making, and he has already been pitching really well. We get to watch him today. Severus Pena is 19 and locked in. He already has a complete game shutout. He has the tier 3 K collector. He's so great. He is likely our ace going forward, so I don't know if we would even be able to maintain 2 aces on the roster. We definitely can't keep paying Warren Yount that much money to pitch as poorly as he has. And in case you're thinking I'm over-exaggerating, here's the team stats, and here's Warren Yount's ERA, his whip, how many home runs he's given up. It is just god-awful. And he has tier 3 workhorse. He hasn't pitched as many innings as Severus Pena has because he keeps getting knocked out of these games. And speaking of Severus, look how well he has pitched for us through 5 starts so far. So we'll love to see that. Really excited about what he is capable of doing. So we'll probably make that move. The rest of the players, even if they aren't are very productive right now, are at the very least younger. And so those are players that I'm willing to, I mean, if we're cutting salary, we're going to not play very well. We might as well power through the struggling young players in the lineup, and hopefully they figure things out. So that is a quick catch you up on what's going on here. Let's go ahead and sim through. Last thing I want to do is check on player development. So there's a couple of things I want to do here. Definitely want to pay for this one for Case and Hackett to get the bonus contact. I'll take the 1-hit speed if we can get, especially 4, not to mention if we can get 8 contact. Probably won't do this one for Dig. Not really looking for him to develop. He is truly just a placeholder on this squad. I'll develop this one for Geronimo Willis. Kendra Kerr, I'll probably avoid this one because we don't want to give her choker. She's too good and too young to risk on those moves. And this one for Morton Stanberg, he's a guy that I think, I don't know how long he is going to be on the team either. I wanted him to be the centerpiece of our team, but he has not been playing well at all. And I'll probably do this one for Ham Slamus just because he's young and we want to develop. So we have 3 games, 5 games, 8 games, and 6 games. So we'll do the 3 games first for Ham Slamus. So let's go ahead over to the schedule. And we will be simming up to game 36 in this episode. So we'll do 3 games here. And actually, that'll bring us right up to this matchup between the Sirloins and the Herbisaurs with Severus Pena versus Manny Case. So that'll be a fun matchup. Let's go ahead and get to that one. 7-11. We go 9-12, so we win 2 there. So that's not too bad. And let's see. Since that happened, another reason to get rid of Sluggy Boomhauer is he just gained the whiffer trait, and it's at tier 1, but that's just awful. So let me go ahead, and I almost forgot that I'm documenting this stuff. So after game 20, there's nothing happened yet since we started this episode. So game 20, we have Sluggy Boomhauer having an awful season that just keeps getting worse. He just gained whiffer, and he stays in A-. Next one is Rip Dingers, gets +1 contact, so that's nice to see. Rip Dingers, +1 contact, not a lot, but it's a trait or an attribute that he needs development for, so we love to see that. And let's go ahead and get to the development for Ham Slamus. We're going to spend $194,000 for him, and this is after game 21. We're going to be doing this one for him. All right, so he's a guy, I don't know if he's going to be our starting shortstop for the rest of this decade, but for now he's younger, he's developable, and he has a good power, so that would be nice to see him improve. 1 speed, 1 arm, and he does not get the bonus secondary position or the bonus speed. He is still a B-. All right, and the rest of these, I don't know what to do for Morton here. I might pay for this one, and then I might not do it again, as we are starting to rack up some extra money here. 5 games and 3 games for Case and Hackett. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this game. This one's going to be a matchup for the record books here. Very interesting game against the Sirloins. They're 9-11, so we're 9-12. And I'm going to set the lineup, and Tish, who's locked in, is going to be our leadoff hitter. They have Donaldson. Ooh, this one's kind of interesting. I don't like having Donaldson sitting on the bench while locked in, but Boomhauer is locked in and right, Ballin locked in and center. That would put Stanberg in left. I'm fine with this, I guess. And we will have Severus Pena on the mound. Our first opportunity to see him pitch. I'm excited about this one. Let's go ahead and play ball. We head out to Parque Jardineros for a game against Manny K's and the Sirloins. I imagine our offense is going to struggle. They have a really good offense with Hammer Longbala, with an on-fire Lloyd Cook. I don't know who else they have on their team. Ooh, I probably should have checked those jerseys before I did this. I think they're still fine. So we start with, oh man, Elvis Stanley will lead things off for the Sirloins. Batting 196, 3 home runs and 5 RBIs in around 20 games or so. First pitch strike, ball taken high and away. Severus Pena in his rookie season gets the K collector activated. Man, that looks good. And he goes with a fastball low and away. It catches the corner. Stanley loses mojo as Pena gets his first strikeout of the game. Now a big challenge here against Lloyd Cook, who's on fire. Batting 294, 1 home run, and 8 RBIs. 2 pitches missed for Pena. Make it 3 as he doesn't catch the corner there. And the changeup will catch the top of the zone. 3-1 count. Swings through strike 2. K collector activates. Pena gets strike 3. And that'll do it for Lloyd Cook. Trying to get the crowd into it early as he gets 2 quick strikeouts. And now Cat Stanza, who's a good hitter, will come up tense, batting 196. I believe she used to have fastball hitter, no? 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Maybe she didn't have anything. I can't remember. 1-1 count after the foul. And Stanza sends one to left center field. It gets down into the corner. Who gets to it first is Ballin. She's going to come up throwing for cutoff man. Holding at second base is Stanza with a double. Two out double. Will keep the inning alive for Hammer Longbala. He's locked in. Tier 3 power versus righties. Tier 2 fastball hitter. Severus probably hasn't faced a hitter like this in his career. Longbala batting 352 with 1 home run and 8 RBIs. One count. Swings through strike 2. K collector activates. And that one's pulled foul early on the fastball from Hammer. And that's a slider that shatters the bat, pulled foul. Another one staying alive here. Hammer, a great hitter. Severus gets the strikeout. He gives up a double, but strikes out the side. Longbala drops to neutral mojo. And boy, already a treat to see what Severus Pena is doing here. If only a player like him would show up in my Tundras franchise. We've been desperate for a true ace to join the team with a great trait. First pitch taken for strike 1 to Tish Ballin. She's locked in. She's batting 258 on the year. Checks on ball 2. No home run, 6 RBIs. 3-1 count here against Manny K's. And down the first base line will be an easy play for Stanza. She tosses to K's for out number 1. Tish Ballin loses mojo back to neutral. And now here comes Kason Hackett, the rookie, having a very tough start to his career, batting 159 with 2 home runs, both solo home runs. That's all he's been able to muster through 21 games. This one's pulled foul early and ahead of that one. 1-2 count. Ball taken outside. Good eye. Hayes will get the strikeout, and yeah, I think that's a really rough matchup for Kason Hackett, who just got outclassed by the veteran pitcher. Sluggy Boomhauer is locked in, but having a tough season. He grounds up the middle. Slow roller to Stanley, who backhands from second base. And that'll get the out. So 1-2-3, the Herbisaurs offense goes in the first. I think what we expected against Manny K's.
Designated hitter, number 21,
Willard Wiggins will come up, batting 186, 4 home runs and 10 RBIs, having a really solid production year despite the low average. First pitch strike, slow roller to the pitcher. Pena off the mound, and we'll get it over to first. He gets a mojo boost. Now facing off against Filet Jones. Filet locked in, batting 182, 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, very similar to the line we just saw from Willard Wiggins. And first pitch grounder to Stokes is out, number 2.
The shortstop, number 64, Hans Slapario.
Hans Slapario comes up, batting 333, 1 home run. It was a solo home run, his only RBI of the year. He does have tier 2 bunter, but don't see that being activated here. Blooped into left field, charging in, and we'll catch that as Morton Sandberg, a very efficient second inning. So the first inning was all about the strikeouts. The second inning was all about the defense doing some work. And Rip Dingers will come up to lead off, batting 222, has 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. Tier 2 power versus lefties. Also has low pitch, which he takes one too low for ball 1. Chases this one inside, but he pops it foul and out of play. Checks and holds on ball 2 high, 2-1 count. Pulled down the left field line, it's going to be fair. It bounces off the wall, it's going to go right to Filet Jones, and there's Noodle Arm. But Rip Dingers knows to be careful there. He holds at first base with a leadoff single. So first hit of the day for the Herbisaurs offense, and now Peak Physique comes up. Another quiet year for another bat in the lineup. 216 average, 1 home run, 7 RBIs for Physique. No speed over there at first base from Dingers, and a quick 0-2 to Physique. Hauls another one off. And whiffs on the changeup. Strike 3. Manny K's doing his thing. Morton Stanberg has been a disappointment in the early parts of this challenge. He's batting 246 with 1 home run, has 5 RBIs. Tier 2 high pitch. Really thought that was going to play better for him. He swings through a fastball high in the zone, and he takes the changeup for strike 3 looking. Right at the top of the zone where he wants it too. So, not sure what he was looking for, but it is what it is. Now Ham Slamus will come up. 209 average with 1 home run, 6 RBIs, excuse me. Ball taken high. It's a 1-1 count to Slamus. He checks on ball 2. Hayes is locked in after 25 pitches. 3-1 count. Slamus in a good spot. Ball misses low, and ball 4. Slamus will head down to first base. That'll put 2 on with 2 outs for Fiona Clark. Fiona batting 250. Has 1 home run and 3 RBIs. Tier 2 power versus lefties activated. We witnessed her hit a home run in the first season. Not really known for her offense, more of a defensive catcher. Checks ball low, 1-2 count. She is younger. There's a chance for her to develop a bit more. But doubt we're going to see that contact look much better by the end of the career. 2-2 count with 2 outs, 2 on. Manny K's will miss inside, and runners will take off on the pitch here. Fiona works the walk and gets that off the glove of Slapario, and that's going to score the first run of the ball game as Butterfingers activates on Hans Slapario. He is going to allow the first run to score, and that is considered a base hit. So Fiona Clark comes through, and Annabella Stokes, who come up tense. Tier 1 Mind Gamer, not much of an impact, but it does make a difference here. Rounding third and will head home. Hammerlong Balla with a decent arm. Sliding in safely is Ham Slamus, and it's an RBI single for Annabella Stokes. I think that was enough to get her mojo back, and we're breaking it open with 2 outs against Manny K's, who is no longer tense. Pitch ball and grounded out to first. She'll come up for a second at bat with 2 outs, runners on first and second. And a weird contact grounder to shortstop. Slapario makes this one easy, and that'll end the inning. But 2-run score. Interesting way to make it happen, as we got a base hit and a walk, and then with 2 outs we had a base hit off the glove of Slapario up the middle, and then a ground ball to right field, scoring 2. So now we have Severus Pena locked in with a lead, and he gives up a base hit to Preston Adonimus, who will hold at first base with Morton Stanberg getting to it quickly. A leadoff single for the Sirloins. That'll bring us to Damian Rush, who's batting 136, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, has a tense mojo right now. Barely any, if any, contact. Strike catches the bottom of the zone. It's a 1-1 count. Swings through strike 2. Pena K Collector activates at 30 pitches so far. Doesn't get him to chase out of the zone. 102, ball low and away. Fastball, blows it by him, 96. I think that's the, what is that, the cut fastball or two-seam he has. But it definitely wasn't the four-seam fastball. Elvis Stanley will come up for his second at-bat. Checks on strike 1. It is a cut fastball from Pena. This one's popped up and out of play. Quick 0-2 to Stanley, who struck out last time and is tense. And he pops up. This one will get out of play just over the dugout. Into the stands, 0-2 still. And a liner into right field. Chasing after this is Boomhauer, not the greatest runner. He's going to finally get to it, gets it in quickly, and runner holds at third base. It's not a good spot for the young pitcher, as with 1 out, Lloyd Cook will come up 0 for 1. He was on fire before striking out in the last at-bat. Tier 2 high pitch. Pena has to be careful. This one's sent high and deep to left field, and actually Stanberg will get the cannon arm activating, holding the runner at third base. So it's a big out to the worst hitter or defender you could have hit it to. And now Cat Stanza will come up tense. 1 for 1 with a double. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. Pena still locked in, and a base hit up the middle. One will score. Rounding third, heading home. Tish Ballin will come up throwing, and will get cut off the peak physique. Ah, shit. 2 runs score on the base hit from Cat Stanza, her second of the day. And just like that, it's a tie ball game. 40th pitch from Pena, and has to go up against Hammer Long Ballo. Sends one to deep right field, but playable. Boomhauer will haul that in to end the inning. But 2 runs tie this ball game. What a response from the Sirloins offense after getting shut down for most of this game so far. Now can the offense of the Herbisaurs respond? As Case and Hackett will come up tense. He struck out in his first at-bat against Case. Case no longer locked in. 2-0 count. He takes a strike over 40 pitches for Manny. He chases out of the zone. It's 2-2. Hackett will foul off. Stays alive. And chases inside. Second strikeout of the game for Hackett. Really just hacking it out there. Boomhauer comes up, still locked in despite going 0 for 1. He'll take a ball low. Misses again. 2-0 count, takes strike 1. Fouls another one, so evens the count at 2 apiece, and Whiffer at tier 1 will activate. Doesn't do much, but it'll do enough as Boomhauer strikes out swinging. 2 quick outs, and Rip Dingers will come up. Had a single last time. Tier 2 power versus lefties and low pitch activated. 50th pitch from Kays is blasted to right field, but late on that one, and it's going to go into the stands. Great hit from Rip. Takes a ball high, looking for a pitch at the bottom half. That one was close enough, and he swings at it, but fouls it off. That one was low, but he chased it off the end of the bat to Stanley, ends the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. It is still 2-2 ball game.
The designated hitter, number 21, Millard Wiggins.
Wiggins will come up 0 for 1. We'll see if Pena can bounce back after a tough third inning. Starts with a 1-1 count against Wiggins. Will get a grounder to first base. Easy play for Physique.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 16, Filet Jones.
All right, so Filet Jones will come up 0 for 1. Locked in still. See what Pena can do here. 45th pitch on the way is just a low. I don't know how that one wasn't called a strike. Pena falls behind 3-0 in this situation. Big Hack still activated. Does he have Big Hack? No, he has Little Hack. K Collector activates on the full count. Swings through strike 3. Pena gets a big strikeout against Filet Jones, and now Slipario comes up 0 for 1. First pitch swinging, strike one. Ball misses high and away. Gets strike call at the top of the zone, and K Collector activates once again. 1-2 count with 2 outs, and a dribbler in front of the plate. Fiona Clark gets it in fair territory. That'll end the inning. Sliperio loses mojo. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still tied 2-2. Great pitchers duel with both pitchers just having one bad inning. And Physique will come up 0-for-1, still tense. I think he struck out last time. Takes strike one. That was a courtesy call there. And a grounder to third. Lloyd Cook, who's normally at second base, playing third base today. That's really interesting because I think Stanley can play all 4 infield positions and is the stronger defender. I don't know why he's not at third instead of Cook. That's bizarre. All right, so a pitch grounder to second base. Easy play for Stanley, and Morton Stanberg a disappointment once again. Ham Slamus comes up. First pitch pulled foul. He worked a walk in his first at-bat. This time he dribbles to the plate and it stays foul. 0-2. Ball way low and away. K's locked in. Gets strike 3 called on the curve. Ends the inning, and to the 5th we go. Nothing happening over the last couple of half innings for either team.
Number 26, Preston Adonimus.
Adonimus will come up. He snuck a base hit down the left field line in his last at-bat. Gets a strike here. 1-1 count. Oh, Preston Adonimus. No doubt shot to dead center field. Just got a meatball right down the middle. I think Severus maybe felt a little confident in himself. And that one nearly goes 500. 483 for his first home run. And when you give up a home run to Adonimus, that's going to sting. So we lose the lead. And that'll do it for Severus Pena. We turn to Geronimo Willis. He's a rookie this year. Not having a great start to his career, but has been decent as of late. 1-2 count, and there's strike 3. Damian Rush still struggling at the plate. Damn it, I can't believe Pena just gave up that home run. It's been a fun game to watch either way, either outcome here, but ground ball diving play. Can't make it as Rip, and backing him up is Ham Slamus, but not in time. Runner will reach safely. I believe that was Stanley. Now Lloyd Cook locked in. We're in a max pressure situation, so clutch is activated at first. Taking off for second. Sliding in out at second base. Fiona Clark with one of the best arms in the league, and Stanley will lose his mojo again. 2 outs, 2-1 count to Cook. He swings through strike 2. Come on, Geronimo. Popped up foul. Be careful at the top. Too high, and it's ball 3. Full count. Takes ball 4. Lloyd Cook will head down to first base with 2 down for Kat Stanza, who has been a killer for us in this game. She's has a double and a single and 2 RBIs. Still tense though somehow. Runner takes off for second. Ball in the dirt, and that time safely. Lloyd Cook with an elite speed. I think Clark just was caught off guard there. But she can't really see the runner behind the batter there in the left side. Chasing strike 2. 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on second, and a ground ball. Rick Jingers will reach down, scoop it, and toss to first to end the inning. So a run scores on the Adonimus home run. That knocks Severus Pena out of the game. He is in line for the loss. Fiona Clark, who had the RBI single in the last game to get the rally started, will try and do it again. Rally starter activated along with power versus lefties. It's going to be to no avail as she grounds out to first base. Annabella Stokes comes up and will be replaced by Jermaine Rains. This is a really odd choice for me. First pitch Slayer comes up, and he takes a strike. Like, if you're going to come in, you have to do that. He chases one out of the zone for strike 2. He grounds out to third base. What a letdown, as you just pulled our best defender. Tish Ballin 0 for 2 will be replaced by Aviana Donaldson. I imagine that will push Stanberg to center field. Donaldson takes a strike. Fouls one off. Quick 0-2. She has tier 2 outside pitch. She takes a ball low. K's locked in at 66 pitches. Ball misses high. 2-2. 2 outs. Down by 1. Early on that one, pulls it foul. Come on, Donaldson. Fouls another one off. 69 pitches for K's. Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs. Checks ball high. Full count here to Donaldson. She's going to foul another one off. Go outside K's. Oh. Donaldson goes down to neutral mojo after striking out, and that ends the inning. We go to the 6th. Last chance for the Sirloins to add a little bit of insurance. Last chance for the Herbisaurs to try and stay in this one. So Dig will head over to second base. Stanberg to center, and Donaldson stays in to play left field. Now we have 2 cannon arms in the outfield with Stanberg and Donaldson. Popped up right field. Sluggy will be in on this one. Down the line, and that's caught for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21, Willard Wiggins.
Willard Wiggins comes up. He's had a quiet day today. And Willis trying to finish off this game. See if the offense can get something done in the bottom half of the inning. 1-2 count. Wiggins will ground to first. Peak will get that one and step on the bag. 2 down, and Filet Jones comes up. Still locked in despite striking out in his last at-bat. Going 0 for 2 so far. A liner backhanded by Digafordo, and that'll end the inning. So the bottom of the 6th we go 2-3-4. Our best hitters on paper are coming up to the plate. They just need to execute. First one, Case and Hackett, 0 for 2, tense, high pressure. Case still locked in. He's going for the complete game, throwing pitch number 75 right there. 1-1 count. Come on, Kaysen. Fooled on the change. And takes strike 3 at 0 for 3 with 3 strikeout day for Case and Hackett. The rookie just outclassed in this one. Sluggy 0 for 2, but still locked in. And Split Seamerson is going to come in to replace Manny Kays. Manny's line is done. He's in line for the win, but Sluggy, deep left field, Filet Jones on the run, and he tracks that down at the warning track. That's a loud out number 2 and may have been the best opportunity, but Sluggy just got on top of that one, didn't get enough loft on it, and that is tracked down by one of the weakest fielders in the league. Rip Dinger's last hope. He gets a low pitch, sends it to deep left field, and what is this? Filet Jones, who somehow remained locked in despite going 0 for 3 today. He's a better fielder than I thought. I just forgot he's really just weak as with his arm. But he leaps in the middle of the field and robs that one. It was at least 2 bases if it gets down, and we're a runner in scoring position with a chance to win or tie or potentially win. And we end up losing this one 3-2. What a dagger that was. We'd had Peak Physique coming up next, and I don't know if he got juiced or not, but really came down to the big home run from Preston Adonimus. That was the game winner. 2 RBIs for Stanza and a 2-hit day for Stanley. For us, our offense was dead. We had that 1 inning where we snuck in a couple of runs. Both Dingers and Slamis scored with 2 outs because of the hits from Clark and Stokes. Couldn't get anything done. Severus Pena gets the loss. He was pitching so well and then just lost it there in the 4th inning, or in the 5th inning, with that home run allowed. Willis pitched well, so that was nice to see. Kays gets the win, and Seamerson gets the save. It's a sirloin sweep here in the top 3. Very frustrating way to end that game. We got to see Severus Pena pitch, though, and I think that was fun to witness. And there's Butt Puckerton going to the Sandcats, replacing Kara Kawaguchi. Development for Sluggy, but we're not going to pay for his. I do want to check and see if we had any development we were ready to do just yet. I don't know if I want to do this one for... I think I will, because if he gets the 8, even with the +4, he looks a lot better. But if he gets the 8, he might be, like, actually turn into a good hitter. So I'll do this one now. And what's the one for Hackett? He has 2 games. I'll probably do this one for Kaysen as well. So what game are we on? I think we're game 22. Did I do the math right? Yep, 22. Let's go ahead and we'll do this one for Hackett. Oop, I'm trying to find my mouse here. There it is. And Kaysen Hackett, he needs the contact. We saw how bad he was doing in that last game against Manny Case. It's a tough matchup for sure, but you need to look better than that, especially if you're going to want to take over. He gets the +8 contact. He loses 1 speed in the process. I'm fine with that. This is a huge development for him. He goes from a B to still a B, but he gets +8. He's now 74 contact. He becomes a much more viable hitter. Hopefully he can break out of that tense mojo. We might need a day off in order to do it. And the other one we're going to do is this one for Morten Sandberg. Can we get 2 bonus rolls for extra contact here? Let's see. So Morten gets the bonus contact. We get 2 in a row. +8 contact. We don't get the improvement of the secondary position, but +8 contact, -1 speed. I will take that every day. He is now 67 contact, better than his power. And I hope that that's enough for him to get things going offensively. He's already a great defender. I hope he can turn it around. So we have 4 games till our next development. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So after this Blowfish series, we'll see where we're at. 9 and 13. We are now 13 and 13. So we go 3-0. Or 4-0 in that series. We're now 2.5 back of the Moose, but I have a -20 run differential. Son of a bitch. I hate the drops that we're seeing here. So Rip Dinger's -3 or -7 fielding. That's really annoying. Keeps him at a B+ though. Development for Mess, I'll probably do that one for him. Development for Fiona, chance for bonus contact. Can we do it 3 for 3? I don't know. We'll see in a second. Stokes at 23 years old is regressing. She loses 2 fielding, or 2 speed, excuse me. I really like Annabella. I wish she could get some improvement here. We haven't seen anything for her yet. Kaysen Hackett with contact again and a chance to gain Mind Gamer. Willing to do that, and what a stupid thing to pay for the speed that we just lost from Stokes. That's stupid. Donaldson with +9 arm. That's a big jump. Aviana Donaldson with +9 arm. She is still a C+ overall, but that's really solid development there. All right, so game 26. We have 5 games for this one for Mess, who's 22, and he's definitely a guy we're going to develop. I don't know if I'm going to pay for this one for Stokes. She's 97 speed. I don't need to get 1 speed. Geronimo Willis, we're going to do this one in just a second. 4 games for Hackett. We'll probably do that one after the next batch of simming. And then Fiona Clark we'll probably do right before the end of this video. And Sluggy, no, we're not doing that one for you. Actually, speaking of which, can we make the move yet? Castor Stern at 6'8". He is down to 5'6" total. Hiro Masano is just above his price point, so we're going to wait a little bit longer on him. And actually, I want to check on Warren Yout. Is he doing any better? It's slowly going down, but still really rough ERA for him. And he's given up 3 more home runs, but he does have a complete game now after the last 2 games. Let's go ahead with the development we were going to do for Geronimo Willis here after game 26. And this one is going to be junk and accuracy, chance for more junk, and a 2-seam fastball. He has 4 pitches already, so if he gets a bonus fastball, that'd be crazy. I'd rather have a changeup if we could choose, but I'll take whatever we can get for him. So +1 junk, chance for 3 more. We won't get it. 1 accuracy and no bonus pitch there. He is still an A-. Solid pitcher right there. And then the one for Hackett is in 4 games. The one for Sterling is in 5 games. So we are going to sim ahead 5 games, and then we'll do those 2. And at that point, I think we'll probably do the 2 roster moves to get rid of Warren Yout and Sluggy Boomhauer. So let's go to the schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is a series against the Moose coming up. Let's see how we do. 13 and 13. We go 15 and 16. So we are now 2 and 3 over the last 5. Minus 21 run differential. This team is, definitely not going anywhere. And let's see, development. We have random roll in game 27 for Baller Norris, who just gained a cut fastball. All right. What else do we have here? Casper Stern loses 4 speed. He's down to a C+. Jesus. So that's going to take a little bit longer to sign him. Wagyu just gained 2 speed after game 28, so that one's kind of a waste. +2 speed is not really good for a pitcher. And let's see, what else do we have going on here? Looking at players that are getting dropped just to see. Look who just got dropped. Can you believe that? He has 19 contact and 77 power, and he hit that 483 against Severus Pena. Just such an irritating outcome for that last game we just lost. And we lost against Moose too, by the way. All right, so we have... What game are we at? Game 31. After game 31, we have this development for Sterling Mess. We're going to do velocity and junk with a chance at an extra fastball, which actually is ideal for him. So let's go ahead and do this one. Sterling Mess with 1 velocity and 2 junk. And he does not get the bonus pitch there. He's a B+. He stays a B+. Next is... development for Wagyu. I will do that one in 4 games or so. This one for Case and Hackett we're about to do as well. Let's see if we can get him some extra contact, and I don't really care if he gets the Mind Gamer trait or not. No bonus contact there. We've run out of luck for a bonus, and no Mind Gamer, which I'm fine with because I'd rather have him get something like Tough Out or even like RBI Hero or something like that. +3 keeps him at a B. He is now 77 contact. So developing quite a bit as a 19-year-old. Fiona in 3 games and Wagyu in 4 games. So I think that'll end up bringing us to the end of this episode. Again, we're running to game 32. Let's go ahead and check and see. We have Casper Stern at 6.1. He's worth 5.4. And we have Hiro Masano at 4.0, which is below his 4.3 value. This would be a huge savings. But Warren's getting better. He pitched 1 more game. His ERA dropped down to 6.13. His whip's down to 1.49. I probably just need to do this, don't I? He just hasn't. I don't think he has it in him in this series, in this franchise. So we're going to look for somebody else in the offseason, but for right now, we are going to release Warren Yout. Breaks my heart. Can somebody give me a like an exhausted emoji face in the comments down below, just to give Warren Yout or Warren Yout a wonderful send-off. And I'm really sad for this one, but I think it's necessary. Let me just do a quick, I got to document this one as well. We're at game, 31? Yep.
You're
and
enjoying listener-supported radio.
We're going to start with dropping.
Radio, the voice of the people. My voice.
We have
Get the
Worn
look
Out,
you've always wanted with freshly harvested beauty
who is
components from
A
Cadaver
tier
Labs. Trade-ins
29-year-old starting pitcher. He's worth 13.6, and he is valued at 13.6. And we're going to bring in Hiro Masano, who is 23. So I don't think he's going to be a part of the team going forward, but maybe we see some decent development for him throughout the season that would warrant him staying. I don't know if that's what I would want to see, as we still have Wagyu Takobi trying to develop, but I'm open to it. He's paid 4 million, and he's worth 4.3. All right, so we're gonna make this move. It fits us right now. However, if we make another move, we may have to be careful about the discipline players. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to Worn Out. You can even give the salute emoji if you want to say goodbye to Warren. I wish him the best, unless he's playing against us. Let's see, Hiro Masano comes in. Our starting rotation just got much worse, but we just went up to 23.1 million in surplus. So again, a quick peek at what we're going to be doing in the next sim here. So we have Wagyu in 4 games, Clark in 3 games. We'll probably just sim the 4, because I think that'll bring us to game 36. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 5 games before the end of this stretch. Let's do the 4 for now. We'll go to 16 and 19, so we only won 1 of those 4. And now we have more development here. So Rip Dingers, ooh, chance for Peak Physique to gain Tough Out. I think that's absolutely worth it. And Marlo Moore gets picked up by the Freebooters. Digaforto with development. I keep thinking I'm doing the Road to the Show with Digaforto. I'm like, ooh, development for Dig. And I'm like, oh, wait, never mind. We're not doing that here. I don't think this one makes sense at all. There's nothing good about this one. It's all bad. Losing fielding and losing power versus lefty potentially just for a little bit extra arm is not worth it. So we'll do this one for Wagyu. We're at game, 35? So let me get that documented really quick. Game 35. Wagyu Takobi. And his development here is velocity and junk with more velocity and a 2-seam fastball potentially. So he gets +1. No bonus there, so +1 velocity, +1 junk, and no bonus pitch there. He is still a B-. I just realized I had another typo there. Give me 1 second. There we go. And the other one we're going to do is Fiona Clark. And then the one for Peak Physique is going to be early in the next episode. That is going to be so good for him if we can roll that one. But let's see if we can get Fiona Clark the bonus contact, which she desperately needs. Let's see.
I may have left this one on
+4, -1, and no bonus there. So we really did run out of our juice there
Hot dogs. There's no
for
R
luck.
in bunt.
She gets +4 though. And -1 speed, which is fine for a catcher. And that puts her, stays at a C+. She's up to 30 contact, which is much better than what we were seeing in the past. So that's it for development here. We're just going to sim this last game of the season. It's another one against the Sirloins. That's always annoying. All right. We lose that one. We're 16 and 20. Hero having a bad first start of the year, apparently, and he has to face off against the Moonstars next. Did anything happen? Chance for Baller to gain Stimulated, that's not worth it. Horace Heimlich to gain Composed, I would say is worth it. So no to Rip, yes to Horace. We'll get that one in the next one. Plus that accuracy is really nice. Peak, yes, we'll do that one in 3 games. And this one for Baller, I'm definitely going to ignore it. He already has really great junk. Yeah, I said what I said. And Stimulated isn't good for him. It is probably good for him, but not good for us. So after 36 games, go to the season standings. We are sitting at 16 and 20. So we got a little bit better than we were after the last quarter. However, the run differential got worse. So instead of losing 7 games in the first, no wait, actually we did worse this time. Wait, am I doing this math right? 36. Yeah, okay. We are still sitting in 4th place, which is where we were, and we were 5.5 back. Now we're 6.5 back. So we really didn't change much at all from the first quarter of the season. But again, I think we all know that this is a lost season. So I don't know if we'll watch the 1 game every episode. We might still do that just because it'd be nice to see Baller Norris and see how some of these players are developing and hopefully improving. But for right now, it's a lost season for the Herbisaurs. And like I said, we have 10 years. It ends at 10 years. There's nothing past that. So I want to make sure that we're not wasting seasons. And with us not trending in the right direction, it's better off for us to just bail out now. Checking time really quick. Yeah. So we're coming up on the end of this video. Let's just quick check team stats to see how we're doing. Tish, we didn't expect anything from. She's playing more than I expected. Kaysen Hackett is doing as bad as he was doing before. It doesn't seem like the contact has helped him out at all. Maybe that's slowly starting to trend in the right direction. Sluggy hitting better, but the power's not there, and of course we're absolutely getting rid of him as soon as we can. Rip Dinger's leading the team in home runs and tied for the team lead in RBIs, but not high average, and that's not good. Also striking out a lot. Same with Peak Physique. Yeah, these players aren't looking good, but again, we aren't really expecting much out of them. Stamberg, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. I hope that that's starting to improve from where he was before. Leads the team with 4 stolen bases. Slamus, not doing well, but starting to show up home run and RBI-wise, so we'll take that. He's striking out at an enormous clip as well. Fiona, not having a great year, that's understood. Annabella Stokes with 24 hits is really solid. I love to see that from her. She has 3 stolen bases. I hate the 2 caught stealing attempts, unfortunately, but she's not striking out very much either and has herself a triple. And Jermaine Reigns, we don't care. And love to see Donaldson. She needs to get some more playing time as she's batting .360 so far. Hopefully that stays solid for her. Nobody else on the pitching or the bench really matters for us. On the other side, we have Severus Pena still pitching incredibly well with a 194 ERA, a .98 whip, which is below 1 is crazy through 9 starts, and he has 1 complete game shutout. So we'll check and see if he's still in the top 10. Baller started well, but is struggling. Same with Wagyu, still struggling. Sterling not pitching well. None of our pitchers are pitching well, except for Horace Heimlich in only 6 2/3 innings. In 6 games, has 2 saves, and is yet to allow an earned run. So he is pitching well. Everyone else in the bullpen is struggling. They're all young, so we can afford to deal with this, but it's not ideal to see them not playing well. I don't know why that is. Maybe they're being leaned on too much with Baller, Wagyu, and Masano not pitching very well. I don't know, but that's frustrating to see. Excuse me. Sever's still in the top 10. He is at number 9. I don't know what we can do to get him into the top 10, or get him higher in the top 10. Is he's pitching really well. Let's see how he compares to others when we get to those. Our team has one player with 4 home runs. The league leader is at 11. We're not hitting very well at all. Offense sucks. Peak with 30 strikeouts is in the top, tied for top 3rd. Earned run, Severus at number 9. And he needs to get the strikeout count higher, which he should be able to do with that tier 3 K collector. And nothing in these categories either. So, love to see the rookie pitching well. Hopefully that continues to trend. Excuse me. It was a bummer to see him lose that game. against the Sirloins with how well he pitched to start, but we can't do anything about that. So anyways, let's go ahead and finish off this episode. If you're enjoying the content, I don't know how you feel about the series. I have been recording these episodes in bulk, so this, as of the time of recording this series hasn't even gone live yet. So I have no idea what the feedback has been, what you all think of this idea and the format of this, but I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you're enjoying the content, who do you think is your favorite player on the team? Who do you want to make sure we keep around if we are going to make some roster moves? Who is a player that you want to make sure we do not get rid of at all? And I'd love to hear any other thoughts, ideas, or feedback you have on this series or anything else we can do on the channel. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked, go ahead and do so. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye, everybody.